When you feel lost and confused, wouldn't it be great to be given the truth on the matter in one clear sentence? In this video, I'm going to introduce you to a part of yourself that speaks the truth, and just by knowing it exists, you begin a relationship with it. And the part of yourself I'm referring to is what Carl Jung called personality number 2. And we're all familiar with personality number 1, the ego, the rational, practical self that makes plans and strategizes for a certain future. And then those plans might go awry, there's blocks, detours. Enter personality number 2. And everyone has a personality number 2. And in his autobiography, Memories, Dreams, and Reflections, Carl Jung described personality number 2 as timeless, archaic, intuitive, direct, one clear sentence. And Carl Jung said that it's like spontaneous, inescapable truth erupting from the unconscious. And there's lots of ways personality number 2 lays down that truth. And if you want to know more ways, there is a link in the description box for a free download. In this video, I want to talk about my favorite way, which is the one clear sentence. And I'm going to give you an example in my own life so that you can see how it happens, what it's about, and how the ego reacts, and what I recommend you do. So in my own life, there was a professional organization I would go to for meetings once a month. And I noticed in the meetings, there was a man there noticing me. And so I Googled him, and to my shock, the first thing that came up in the Google search was a deposition transcript where this man had gotten in trouble and was being deposed, and the whole transcript was online. Anyone that Googles this man is going to see that. And it wasn't that bad. I mean, he was naughty. It turned me off completely. I mean, not that I was turned on. I wasn't noticing him like that. But it made me even firmer in my conviction to avoid this man, which I managed to do. Subsequent meetings, he was neutral and appeared not to notice me, and vice versa. But one night I had a dream, and in the dream, I'm in this building, I see the man at a distance, and I'm hiding from him around corners and things because I don't want to be on his radar. I don't want him to notice me. And in the dream, a disembodied voice says, "I don't know why you're running. He'll have you very soon." One clear sentence. My ego, when I woke up, I was appalled at the way that was said to me. I was adamant, the hell he will, no he won't. And so when personality number 2 drops a truth bomb, the ego often does not like it, because our ego, we're oriented differently consciously with the ego. In this situation, I was oriented towards staying away from somebody who I thought was a little bit of trouble, who might be a little predatory, who might be, trying to get me in some kind of way. Obviously, my instincts were correct. But yet, personality number 2 saw it differently. Personality number 2 saw this person as someone important to me. So when personality number 2 lays a truth bomb, it's not then to, oh, well, personality number 2 said this man's going to have me. I guess I'll now just be like, whoo, babe. No. It's to reorient you. like you're not looking at this correctly. You need to reorient yourself. And so the reorientation eventually started to take place, where I ended up talking to this man. We had a long conversation after the meeting, and we got to know each other. He made me laugh, I made him laugh, and then a warm feeling started to develop in my heart, just a warm glow. The reorientation was happening because this man was a catalyst to one of the most major transformations I've had in my life. Now, from an ego place, we don't sit around saying, hey, next month my calendar's clear, I'll do a transformation, bring me a catalyst. We don't think like that. We don't understand that there's other parts of us that want to come forward and expand our experience of life, reorient our perceptions and experience of reality itself. And so that is what ended up happening with me and that man. I still take issue with the way it was said to me that he will have me very soon. It sounds so tawdry. But when personality number 2 comes online, you will react most likely. So a disembodied voice in dreams is one way personality number 2 speaks the truth. Another way, obviously, is just flat out speaking the truth in waking life. You might be having a conversation with yourself or somebody else, and you blurt something out. You have a spontaneous utterance of truth, or the other person does. That's personality number 2. And you might want to take back what just came out of you. Or the other person, you might want to call them out on what they just said. But just let it rest. Let it reorient you. Don't feel a sense of urgency when personality number 2 lays down a truth bomb in one clear sentence. Another way the one clear sentence can come about is if you're journaling and all of a sudden you're writing about something that you had no intention of writing about. And one thing that happened with me as far as the writing goes is I keep a pad of paper and a pen by my bed. So when I wake up from a dream in the night, I'll jot down just little bits of it so I can have easier recall in the morning. Well, one morning I got up, I knew I had not had a dream in the night, so I just went about my day. Well, that night when I went to bed, I was surprised to see there was something written on that notepad. And it was one clear sentence. And it said, from friction to love and peace. Now that was a nice message. My ego didn't react to it. It didn't come from my conscious mind. In fact, I didn't even know it was there till later. So I recommend keep a notepad and a pen by your bed. And the main thing with personality number 2, in my experience, is you're going to be reoriented. There's something you don't know. There's something you're not seeing correctly. There's a bigger purpose. There's a bigger meaning. And it often shocks and surprises the ego and makes it feel exposed and uncomfortable. But this is you expanding. So now that I've introduced you to personality number 2, maybe you've had your own experiences. If you do, I invite you to share in the comments. If this video stimulates an experience, you're now initiated into your relationship with personality number 2, come back in the comments and share. I'd love to interact with you. This is a fantastic topic. It's very interesting. And I think we are entering a new era where we rely on our own inner tech more. We have so much more available for all of us. And if my experiences sound, mystical or that's just my experiences, know that personality number 2 is mystical. And there's nothing I've shared that isn't available for every person on this planet. And Carl Jung said that himself. So until I see you again, sweet dreams.